Hey guys, Jenny here, your roving reporter for the College of the Liberal Arts. Recently, I had a chance to talk to Dr. Michael Berkman, who is a professor here who's teaching the Trump course on campus this semester. It's a one-credit class offered only this semester, and it focuses on Donald Trump's campaign as a political phenomenon. Dr. Berkman works with Chris Beam, who is the managing director of the McCourtney Institute, and the two of them wanted to figure out a way that the Institute could respond to what's going on in this election and everything like that. So they came up with the idea for this class to come in and talk about something that will be, important in our election history. So.
Hi, I'm Michael Berkman. I'm a professor of political science and I'm the director of the McCourtney Institute for Democracy. And this year, through the McCourtney Institute, we're teaching a one-credit course on Trump, the campaign and the candidate. So what we're trying to do in that class is to see how it would work, to take something contemporary, something interesting that's going on right now, something that's really captivated students' attention, as obviously the campaign and Donald Trump have, and throw different liberal arts perspectives at it to see what we can learn. So what that means is that first week we had a historian come in and talk about American populism on both the left and the right, and sort of tie what's going on with the Donald Trump campaign into the history of American populism. The next week we had a demographer come in. The demographer talked about patterns of immigration and how the United States is diversifying. And then we talked about how people might be responding to that and how some of that might be reflected in the Trump campaign. We had somebody from African American Studies come in and talk about a bit about the history of the alt-right and its relationship to the Republican Party. And somebody from Rhetoric talking about gendered language and the basic idea that words matter and different ways of looking at what Donald Trump is talking about. We had somebody from Media Studies and somebody from Political Science talking about nationalist right-wing movements in Europe.
So after sitting and talking with Dr. Berkman and listening to everything he had to say about the class, there were a few things that I gathered from him that he wanted students to take away from this class. And a big part of that was a richer understanding in what's going on in our country, in our elections, in our political systems and everything. He wants people to take away an understanding of patterns and underlying trends and things like that. There's a stigma, I think, associated with people who affiliate themselves with one side or the other. People have their opinions and they view the other side as being wrong or anything like that. So a goal for Dr. Berkman for this was to understand why the other side supports the person that they do and have a deeper understanding of where that support comes from and how people come to the decisions that they do. He wants people to be able to talk in a respectful manner about their views and be able to respond to other people about their views, even if they're not the same. He wants to kind of facilitate respectful conversation. People are, on a voluntary basis, able to share their own views and kind of have an open discussion. And I think that, especially now when this is the first time that a lot of people in our position, a lot of college students are able to vote, old enough to vote, I think having that kind of open discussion with people of different perspectives is really important because it can kind of help open up people's minds and help them learn more and kind of motivate them to really figure out what's going on and into a deeper understanding. As I mentioned before, that's something that Dr. Berkman also wants to facilitate. I asked him if classes like this would be something that he would be interested in doing in the future, and it kind of depends on, what's going on in the current events. He thinks attention-grabbing topics like this, like spur of the moment, important things that are going on in the country or in the world that can have a big impact would be really interesting just to be able to facilitate that kind of conversation and be able to experience these different approaches to a specific incident. I think having these kinds of courses would be a really cool idea. I think the Trump course in and of itself is something that's really, really cool. And I hope you guys enjoyed hearing what Dr. Berkman had to say about the course. I hope you enjoyed hearing my takeaways from talking to him, and thanks for watching today.